The need for Spinitar's solution was honestly just our solution didn't cut it. My name is AJ Guzman. I'm an IT analyst for Sutter Courts. The main goals were going to be to accomplish a unified experience, whether you're remote or on-site, especially due to COVID-19. We also needed to stream down to our jury assembly room and honestly multiple other locations in the courtroom, which Spinitar was able to accomplish. And one of the biggest goals that we had was to really go through and simplify the process for the bailiffs. They're supposed to be, protecting the courtroom, and if they're focusing on trying to select cameras to show different angles of the courtroom, that's taking their attention away from what they should be doing. In total, Spinitar worked on 7 rooms. All of the courtrooms got the exact same treatment. They got their video processors, they got a new codec, they got new cameras. They all got programming updates to just really simplify every part of the touch panel. It was so difficult to use the touch panel before and understand what functions of the touch panel were in use. Greg Slusser was the one that worked on it with Spinitar, and to put it mildly, he is an absolute wizard. He made it so much easier to tell what functions are being used, to identify every single touch panel when you're trying to select a presentation has a floor plan layout of the courtroom. Based on the 5 options that they select, it'll show the judge, witness, the attorneys and counsel tables. It'll automatically adjust based on who's talking to kind of punch in and provide that information. It also goes through and kind of automates the entire presentation process. If we have a presentation from an attorney, it'll pop up on the screen just as the bailiff selects it and adjust the cameras to go around it. It allows us to have control over things that we didn't necessarily have control of before, which is what people are seeing. Before it was one camera, and if we wanted them to see different cameras in the courtroom, you couldn't see. You couldn't see the judge if you were looking at a witness. You couldn't see the judge or the witness if you were looking at an attorney. Now you can see all of it. Anything that we can show in the courtroom can be shown remotely as well. Another key portion was the audio, and it was just absolutely game-changing, not only for remote participants, but inside of the court. Because we can't fit all of our jurors in a courtroom anymore, we've had to kind of shuffle up how our courtroom functions. So our viewing area is our jury box, essentially. The system actually had to be modified to allow specific COVID layout that adjusts our courtrooms to be able to view what you're supposed to view, but also not view anything that shouldn't be seen. One of the biggest add values for me being in IT is the remote streaming function. It allows us to monitor courtrooms remotely so that we can be proactive in our support rather than reactive. We have remote access to all of our touch panels. So if there is a problem in a courtroom, being proactive about it, we can resolve the issue on the touch panel from our office without ever having to enter a courtroom or disturb anything. Honestly, I'd just like to thank Spinitar and especially thank John Neal, Greg Slusser, and Rick Vicente for absolutely being on top of their game, always helping us out and doing an excellent job in everything that we ask them to do, whether it's maintenance, installation, just the general design and the little added features that we've asked for. They've always gone above and beyond, and I mean, literally made exactly the system that we need to the T and have it working.